I have a lot of people that will ask me at Genesis Ag, how do I use your Invigorate seed treatment? And one of the best ways that I've found to introduce that to a first-time grower is I will actually take this modern seed treater that I have here behind me that you can actually pick up at your local lumber yard or local hardware supply. I call it's a hobby cement mixer. And what we will do is we will actually put our seed into the hobby cement mixer and treat the seed. I'm going to kind of demonstrate here today how we do that. And so you may want to try it on your own farm to get started with Invigorate seed treatment. If I'm working with 80,000 kernel units that are less than 42 pounds per 80,000, I want to shoot for that 6 to 7 ounce rate applied to that unit of seed. If I'm working on 42 to basically 50 pounds per 80,000, I'll target that 8 ounce rate. If I'm working with larger seed, I treated some this year that was 56 pound for 80,000 kernels. I approach that 9 ounce mark per unit. If I'm in a commercial seed treater that has a really good atomizer, we've gotten down to 4 ounces per 80,000 kernels. What I do is we get some warm water. Today we need to be in that 6 to 8 to 9 ounces, so I'm going to measure 8 ounces. I have a pre-measured amount of water in this container. This is kind of my simple way of doing it on farm. And again, it is warm water. I have my Invigorate here, and what we will do is we will open that bag of the Invigorate, and we actually pour the Invigorate into this container. We'll put the lid back on and we'll do some agitation. While we're giving that just a second to dissolve, if I'm going to do a seed, if I'm going to do my seed treatment earlier in the season, a lot of my guys will basically come into the farm shop, much like we are here today, in the month of March, maybe even early April. There could be snow outside. And what I do is I will take and I will actually open this bag on the threaded sewn side of the bag so we can reseal it. All right, now that I have my bag open, we're going to be shooting for about 8 total ounces today. So we'll get a measuring container, a measuring cup that will show our ounces. When we hit that 8 ounce mark, then we go to the local farm and garden and we'll buy one of these little hand sprayers. These work really neat. We'll put that total of 8 ounces of fluid into our spray bottle. These work really neat because they have the ability to basically pump out every little bit of fluid that's in there. We pump that up, get that ready. Then what we'll do is we'll go over here to the seed treater. So we introduce the 80,000 kernel seed into our seed treater and we turn it on. Then what we do is we go get our spray bottle, we pump it up, and we apply the stream of the Invigorate seed treatment to the 80,000 kernel bag as it's turning and tumbling in our seed treater. We just let that go in as a stream. Then after that is completely sprayed in on our 80,000 kernels, we let that turn from approximately 90 seconds, not over 2 minutes. Then we use something like a Rubbermaid tub. We dump that 80,000 kernels into the Rubbermaid tub. Then we go back into the original bag that we have used and put the 80,000 kernels back in the original bag. Now we have 80,000 kernel bag treated with Invigorate. You can sew this back up and you're ready, set, ready to go.